As a new school year begins, let's talk about advocating for your classroom, specifically the class sizes. So, I'm going to give you two different examples. This first one happened in my first few years of teaching, so it's been about 10 years, but this has been super helpful ever since. So, in this first situation, I had one class that was really small. There was about 16 students. I had the same subject, but the class was huge. There was 32 students. The small class was only freshmen, and the big class was ninth through 12th graders. I had a little bit of students from each grade, and the big class had my English language learners, and it was co-taught. And so this is all really important information. I did ask the school counselors if they could rearrange, maybe move some ninth graders from my big class into my small class, or even some 10th graders into the small class. And I was told it was not possible. So my co-teacher said, I'll be back. And he came back and he said, don't worry about it. What happened was he went and asked the principal to come do an observation. So the head principal of our school walked in, did an observation, barely had room to get in the door because it was a small classroom. There was nowhere to sit. He just stood against a wall the entire time. And needless to say, within 24 hours, my classes were balanced. So that's one approach you could take. The second one happened about 5 years ago. So this one was also at the high school level. I had the class every day, and then I had it was huge. It was 32 students. It was inclusion, but I only had my inclusion teacher every other day. It was a 9 through 12 mix. And again, it had my English language learners and it was co-taught. So it was really big. This time, my co-teacher took a different approach. I had a different co-teacher, and this time they asked the principal to come participate in a class activity. And this went really well. The class activity was good. The principals came and they participated and they found it kind of challenging. They put themselves in the group they wanted. One of them put themselves in my English language learners group. And in that situation, I had students from different countries. So those students did not speak the same language and they also did not speak English. So this was again another situation where asking a principal to come observe or to come participate in a class really showed them the need for a balance. And this is what's helped in my classroom is just advocating and learning from my co-teacher to advocate about class size and class placements.